have in my hand a mini USB HDMI splitter. It's USB powered and it's available with free delivery from freetv.ie. So this is a lovely little product. It's very price competitive. It works extremely well. In this demonstration, I'm going to come along and use it to run this combo box over the two televisions here. Now later in the video, I'm going to talk about what it's not suitable for and why. There's other products within our range, but I'll just do this quickly here first. So the first thing here is there's one HDMI port on one side here. I'm just going to insert this directly in here. And it just inserts directly. And on the other side here, I'm going to insert the two HDMI cables here that are running to the two different televisions. So just give it a minute and up will pop the picture. See, it's two pictures there. So we have it. Now the first thing you'll notice is we have pictures there and we haven't connected this. But really what we should be doing to be sure of powering is just use a USB port on the box here to run it across and power the unit. Sometimes it can run off the power plates, and you have to remember here I'm doing it in very short runs, 1.5 meters in, 1.5 meters out. So that's it, but that's normally, and there's a little micro USB port on it. So for your standard application like this works extremely well. Now you'll note on the website we're marketing this as a two-way USB or a two-way HDMI splitter, and we're not pushing the fact that it's 4K, and you can actually see written on it 4K. And the reason that we don't do that is just to avoid confusion that we have with customers. So often people come along, they see 4K and they say, well, I have a SkyQ 4K box, I want to buy it and I want to get something to work with it. This won't work with your SkyQ box. And the reason it won't is not the hardware part, the HDMI element of it. It's actually the fact that there's the HDCP on it that the SkyQ is using now, which is more like a software layer, firmware layer, is 2.2, and a lot of units can't support that. So what we're doing is when we're getting in products, regardless of what it says on the outside of the box, if it works with a SkyQ 4K box, we'll mark it as 4K on our system, and if it won't work with 4K or with SkyQ box, we just mark it as a standard HDMI. And we have other professional layers above that as well that have extra features within inside it. So this unit here, because of its price and the fact that it works with the vast majority of HDMI equipment out there, still is a great seller for us, and it's a great option for a lot of people, but not, let's say, and increasingly the HDCP 2.2, not alone SkyQ, but I believe Virgin Media are using that now as well, and people often will say have things like that. And one thing to note, on certain types of units, you can actually have a particular HDCP level and it can change. They don't need to change the hardware, it can just actually change over the thing, and you'll see boxes that work with stuff and then won't. So that's it anyway, an overview of the mini two-way HDMI splitter, which is USB powered directly from freetv.ie.